mic, and let's hope that you guys will be able to hear me. Let's hope that when he comes back again, we can still hear both parties. Okay, so I've pulled up, removed my this time, and apologies for the back and forth we've had to go through. Apologies, everyone. I think Mr. Summy Francis sales energy always suck out, my audio. Yeah,
Now
wherever
we
I
get
enter,
it.
his sales mastery just sucks out every. Yeah, he just sucks it out.
No,
And
bro.
suddenly
What do
nobody
you
can hear
expect? When powerhouses meet, there has to be a clash of connections, bro. So what happened is expected that the network has to there's a force that is coming together.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I'm so shocked.
I think because I was using earpiece and you weren't, that
Okay.
probably could have, influenced that.
Sure.
So guys, welcome everyone. Apologies. I hope, please invite everybody back in here. So we're looking at mastering the art of selling or the art of sales. So let me put selling. So I have a new book coming out on my birthday, 28th of January 2023. There are 3 books. Billionaire Habits for Pastors, Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs, and Billionaire Land Banker. So in this conversation, some of the clips of this is a masterclass that will follow the book for those who are buying the Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. And today we have a special guest. If you guys can hear me type, I can hear you. Our special guest today is not just an entrepreneur, he also doubles as the MD of the Ondo State Entrepreneurship Agency. He also runs one of the largest, if not the largest, entrepreneurship club or association, okay, AYE, and he's done so much, and he's an exceptional salesperson. And that's why, he's scattered. If how many of you attended the Global Wealth Festival Lagos, or whether virtually or physically, did you remember him? Okay, I know Sen. And I was saying earlier, some of you couldn't hear me, and I think his network is quite bad. So if you can get a better network, it'll be fine. I was saying earlier that this man is so good with selling that if it's possible to buy family, you will buy his family. He just had 2 children, and the way he did the picture, you probably feel fathers are the ones that give birth to children. Like he so sold himself that some of the picture coming out, I'm wondering, like, where is the joy of Summy? Because I don't understand who gave birth here. Is it the man or the woman? Welcome. How are you doing today? And congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. I've missed you,
Even
man.
the name, Might. Might and Light. I'm like, oh Lord.
No. All these ones are not sales. These ones are inspiration. We started with everything is not sales.
We need to come and do master class.
Everything for you is business. Everything is not sales. That one is inspiration of Dr. Stephen.
I know, but it's still. Imagine the twins going to school. What's your name? Might and Light. Already they're attractive. People are like, oh boy, you mean your real name? Right?
Oh my God.
Your parent must be brand specialist. Like, it's so unique a name. And I was like,
I'm waiting for the my future son-in-law when he comes to tell me I'm in love with Light. It sounds so cool, man. What else would you love if you don't love lights? Would you love
Exactly.
But thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. But I'm going to try something. I'm going to try two of my Wi-Fi because when I connect with you, I always feel there's always this vibe, even when we speak. Our conversations alone should be recorded because it's something people can just listen to and learn from. How much more we going live together? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't do this,
Yeah.
it's my first time doing live like this. So I'm going to try two Wi-Fis and we're going to tell me which one is best. So while we do that, please bear with me about 30 seconds. And I'm still going to be online just testing two Wi-Fis. But I'm so happy to be here. And of course, I'm always fired up.
Awesome. Awesome. So guys, while we're doing that, I want you to invite your friends. Okay. Share this. I promise you, it's going to be one of the best Instagram live you've ever been part of. I promise you. Right. So get everybody in here. In fact, let my HR get some of my staff here as well. Because you guys are about to have some of the most exceptional time of your life. Billionaire Habit for Entrepreneurs. And earlier I was sharing how everybody you know is wealthy today. Anybody who is 1% of the 1% of their field, they are exceptional salespeople. And the reason why you don't know they are salespeople is because the concept, the notion of selling has been bastardized. So bad that people even tell you, don't call yourself a salesman. Don't say you are selling. The word selling now looks so negative. And actually, every great person sells. The best politicians are listen, the 2023 election is probably not going to be the best candidate, but the best selling candidate. That's why there's no best, there's no best author. There's only best selling author. Your best is your ability to sell. I've said this many times. I said, listen, people don't buy the best products. They buy the most visible product, the most seen product. Adidas was so struggling that until Yeezy came along the line and boosted their sales. So, in other words, if Adidas is posting, we did $1 billion, we did $2 billion, it wasn't necessarily the product because they were really struggling with their own core products, right? Until, they were able to partner with Kanye West and his unique concept, with some of the sneakers he brought in, even helped their sales to go high. So it's not about, just having the best product, and that's where we miss it. Is the concept of being visible, and selling for me is the process of communicating the value you have in exchange for cash. It's not anything, it's not gimmicks, it's just you being able to show people this is the value I carry. Right? I did a post 2 days ago, and I mean it. If you can't buy property of $1 million from me, do not chat me up. You can talk to my staff, right? I'm not kidding. You can talk to my staff. You can talk to, anybody else, but not me. I'm not. I just have decided that. So all through 2023, you will not see me market any property less than $1 million. In fact, the one I just showed you guys is $43 million. The entire furniture was done by Bentley, right here in Dubai. Okay, I'm going to be shooting on Tuesday again another 600 million dirhams mall, which is about 600 million dirhams is how much is that now in? That's almost $200 million.
Nice.
Right? So that's the game I'm in now. But the point again is, I'm not coming to the marketplace with, oh, please come and buy my $43 million property. No, right? This is exceptional property. And I'm even coming to the market with Shakara, literally. Like, look, this is too good. You either have the money or not. Or don't even waste your time. Let's not waste each other's time, right? If you have the money, talk to me. And so that's really how selling is. All great. Elon Musk is a genius at this, right? We practically talk about the guy every day. He just tweak us this way. If he wants crypto to jump to $100,000 now. Let him just tweet on crypto and everywhere is scatter. Right? If you let me allow you to talk. You're my guest. I'm sure your network is good now, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's great. It's so crazy being in a room with someone like you, because you came into a room because you want to engage with you, and then you sit in the room and you begin to learn from you, and then I feel like hearing now, not like speaking. So if I don't speak, please don't hold me responsible. But I hear you, and I hear you when you say you can just not chat anyone who is not going to buy anything less than $1 million. I hear you when you say Elon Musk can direct our way of thinking by just a tweet. I hear you when you say that some people would say that I cannot do this or that, and they've created a standard. Now, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, you have passed the CPC test. That is the only reason why you can do that audacity. And I don't want anyone in this room to make that mistake and go say, don't chat with me if you cannot buy $1 million, because you have not set that standard. Now, we have to make it clear. I told my staff something recently. I say sometimes God gives us a ladder and we think it's the staircase. So we forget and we just think that, this is that's just a ladder. It's a temporary thing. While you are still on your ladder, you have to be careful the kind of statements you make.
Come on.
And the kind of way that you sell. Because Dr. Stephen has created a standard in sales. He has created a brand personality, a brand power, a brand identity. That when he makes a statement, we have no choice. Now, for me to chat to this man next week, now I have to go and be saving $1 million to buy a property. Please put me on your temporary list. Even if we are not paying.
We can't hear you again.
You can't hear me again? How is it now?
We can hear you.
Yeah, please, if my PA is listening or if my PA is in the cloud somewhere, I need the iPhone charger.
What is CPC? What is CPC?
CPC is everybody knows CPC, but for me, it's my formula for sales. First, we are on head to sell. So if you're not selling, what are you doing? How do you date if you don't know how to sell? How do you stay in a marriage if you don't sell yourself? How do you stay at work if you cannot sell yourself? How do you perform? Everything is selling. You're a pastor, I'm sorry, but when he's on that stage with those stunts, it's not like the Holy Spirit really came and pulled the lever out. He's selling. Everybody's exhibiting it. When the imam goes with that tonation, it comes with a way you feel the vibe. When your choir is sitting and they are playing that music and it makes a lot of sense, that is sales somehow. But now, CPC is a formula everyone knows, and it's courage, perseverance, and consistency.
Wow.
That is the 3 things that you must have to sell. We are born salespeople. So if you like, sell. If you like, don't sell. But if you have agreed that you're going to sell in life, you have to have CPC. That's how you can do it well. If Dr. Stephen Akintayo permits me, then I can explain CPC at length to you, and we can take it forward.
Explain. That's why we're all here. Guys, please share this. Invite your friends, invite your loved ones. Get everybody in here, right? This place is about to catch fire.
Okay. Okay.
The last time we had this man at my conference, it literally turned to a service. People were bringing money from their pocket, were putting it. My stage became an altar. They were and I kid you not. By the way, Edward, I think you are here. Get Farouk to put out that video clip, please, of people just coming out and they were dropped. I've only seen it in a church service before. I've never seen it in a secular conference. This place is about to catch fire. Everybody type fire. So
I see people throwing fire already.
Everybody here now. Get everybody here. Fire!
Oh my
fire!
God. Oh my God. Yes, everybody write in as we get serious, honestly. Because how did I fall in love with Dr. Stephen Akintayo? Let me start with you as a case study. People know you and we know you. We are here with you. So you are a good example. This man is courageous. That was the attribute I saw and I fell in love with. Now, guys, you want to sell, you want to master the act of sales. You can do nada, zilch, absolutely nothing without courage. And the presence of fear, the absence of courage is a roadmap to poverty.
Wow.
It's a fact. Every people you see out, every person rather you see out there, even from the politicians, have you seen them? As you saw them, they are courageous. See, guys, even these leaders that you're talking about, a friend of mine was sharing something with me. There are times I fly with my governor that I'm like, hey, this plane, this time we are flying. What is all this flight now? Until his ADC told me that there was a day that it was only one engine, and the governor said, let's fly. Ha! So your governor said, let's fly, one engine. What will you do? You said, you're not flying. Everybody has run back. The governor flew. The ADC had to enter. What is that? Courage. Most of these men that we are insulting today, they are courageous. Look at the province they go in, the states, the remote areas they're going to campaign. Look at the time they're waking up to hit those roads. It's courage. So we can sit in our own corner and insult. Let me tell you something. If you're a timid person insult a courageous fellow, you are the biggest fool on earth.
Very true. Very true.
You don't have that virtue. People have that virtue, and then you are condemning them. For what? Now, let's go back to sales. What carries you to another man's door? What carries you to another man's presence? What carries you to another man's office is the presence of courage. And courage is not the absence of fear, but it's what you do in the presence of fear.
Come on.
Now, it's not that I'm not scared. That's why you think I'm courageous. I am so scared. It's not funny. Everything, the same fear you have, Dr. Stephen has it.
Yeah.
All those times he'll be going through those jungle, going to Badon to buy land. In Abeokuta, he has it. He's just doing demo for us and doing all those videos. He used to fear sometimes that if they catch me on this road. But he knows that I need to buy this land, I need to develop this jungle, and he's doing it. So courage is a very important attribute for every one of you to have. Thank God Dr. Stephen is doing this before the end of the year.
Yeah.
This is one attribute you must carry into the new year.
Wow.
You must be as bold as, even a lion has nothing to do. I don't know how to explain this to you, but how do you develop courage? Identifying who you are. Give power to yourself, the inner you. There was a time, I shared this story before, there was a time I bought a dog. I adopted a dog. I don't know if Dr. Stephen was in the room when I shared that story. Okay. And when I adopted that dog from the SPCA, her name was Tracy. Now, me and my friend, Lukman, may his soul rest in peace, we wanted a dog that, you know, we just made money. So we wanted that dog that is going to, you know how you feel when you're young, when you feel like it's a dog that will protect your life. So we didn't want to buy a puppy. We couldn't wait. We wanted to adopt one that is bad. So when we got to the SPCA, we told them we needed your most aggressive dog. The guy was like, hey, don't say that here. When you say that, they ain't going to give you the dog. You have to go for the dog for love. We said, okay, love, Abby. Okay, we love them. We love them. So he has already given us the tip. When we are going cage by cage, we are just pretending. When we saw the dog that looks like a devil, as big as 2 times the lion, we're like, we love this one. We are passionate about this dog. We are in love with this dog. This is the dog we love. So they brought the application form. We fell in love with the dog. Nalai, we just want that monster in our house. This dog had a wound on his shoulder. And we asked, what's this? They said it's a bullet hole. That when the thief came to rob the house, he was shot. We're like, we love this dog. This one, we love it. We love this dog. They now gave us Tracy. We adopted Tracy. Lo and behold, Dr. Stephen, when we took Tracy to the house, we couldn't come out of the house anymore. As we released Tracy like this, we ran inside the house. We could not come out again.
Wow.
Which kind of dog is this? Every day we'll be throwing the food from the window to Tracy. When we want to go out of our own house, I have to wait and say, is Tracy is inside the cage or outside? We'll check, is Tracy there? Is Tracy not there? When Tracy's in the cage, we'll run outside, we'll run inside the car, we'll drive off. To an extent that Dr. Stephen, a friend, came to see me in my house, and when he got to my gate, he ran back. He called me, he said, Summy, Mwale. I said, you are at home, so why are you calling me? He said, no, my car is in your house. And how can your car be in my house and you ran home? So because what nonsense do you put in your house? I'm like, so you saw my dog and you ran out. He said, I did not even stay at the bus stop. I ran home to show you how bad this dog was. Now, let me tell you about courage. It got to that point that I'm like, wait, did I go and use my money to buy problems?
Yeah.
Am I going to be feeding? I'm feeding problem. I can't come out. I can't do anything. Courage is the inner you. I remember that I am Summy Smart Francis. When I went to the vet and I complained to the doctor, the vet told us, I have this Tracy, this, is it a pit bull or was that this breed? It's a very rugged dog. And he said to me, you know what? Every dog sees everyone as another dog. So Tracy sees itself as the alpha male. I'm like, but she's female now. He said, every dog, that dog is the head of the house. I'm like, what an insult. This dog head of my house, like today, either me or this dog will die. Lo and behold, Dr. Stephen, that courage from me, remembering who I am, that you cannot head my house. I am Summy Francis. I went to confront Tracy in a cage. She was backing, I was backing. She was backing, I was backing. She was until she lowered her tempo, and I won. That's how my life here today. What am I trying to say? Sometimes you do not even need to wait for fear. You confront fear. You go and meet fear. So don't say I'm scared of selling. Go and meet that fear of selling. Whatever is going to, I'm scared of speaking to people in public. I'm scared of meeting somebody in the mall and just approaching them. Instead of waiting for that situation, go and meet that situation and overcome that situation. Secondly, perseverance. When you are selling, nose is the most common thing. We all heard it. Dr. Stephen sitting here has heard this countless times. What makes him different is that he persevered through. He persevered through. So persevere. Even if we tell you all this today on this life, you will still get your no. It does not remove the nose. Courage will not remove the no. It's the perseverance that makes you keep going and keep taking the nose. And like I said before, picture life like a basket full of nose and ears. The more nose you get, the closer you are to your ears. Take out the nose. No, yes, no. Then what? Yes. That's how it is. And most times, yes follow yes. Yes follow yes. Then it becomes yeses. So keep taking your yes and allow the no's. Lastly, consistency, for heaven's sake. The success in you is the ability to consistently do what you have been doing without stopping. Now, perseverance seems like it's consistent, but it's different from consistency. So don't get it twisted. What you are doing, waking up at that right time, going to that mall, going to that client, calling that client, following up consistently. The problem about African entrepreneurs is that time, we don't understand it, that time is part of it. Time is part of the journey. So allow time. Don't say that Dr. Stephen blew in 10 years. You want to blow in 20 years. Your own destiny might be 30 years. And there is nothing you can do about it. So allow that time. Because time is part of the story. I was telling my team, I said, every vision has its own story. You cannot write it. It writes it for itself. So if your vision, your idea in life, your destiny in life is to suffer for 35 years, because that's how sweet the story will be, that is your story. So what do you need to do? Be consistent and keep going. And how do I run this first half? Let me call it first half. Most of us feel like, let me save money on marketing, let me save money on sales, let me save energy, let me save strength. But trying to save money on marketing or trying to save money on your strength, on your sales, because you're trying to save money, is like stopping your watch trying to save time. Whether you like it or not, the time keeps going. So even if you stop your own watch, Lord, the time will keep going. So whether you like it or not, the world is selling. The world is putting energy in selling everything. If you like, sit in your corner, sell. If you like, don't sell. Even the better you don't sell for us, the better for us. So the more that you don't know how to sell or you don't want to sell, stay there. We will take your customers. Thank you, Dr. Stephen.
Come on. Somebody said we are going to drop offering today.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think we should change your name to the president of selling. Come on, everybody.
No, you know what you said now. It's because you still call it selling. Why not call it the president of living? Why not? We are living our life. We are living our life. Instead of saying you are selling anything, we are actually living. So you are refusing to live. You don't have the courage to talk to a woman. You don't have the courage to meet a man that you like. This day and age that you see a fine boy, he meets your criteria, you are waiting. Your destiny will pass in front of you because you say your sister did not talk. Things have changed. The world has changed. Failure to adapt means failure to exist. If you do not follow the trend, now women talk to men. If you see your future husband, call him. Say, are you blind? Can't you see this fine girl? Please, Dr. Steve, don't let me go into my spirit here. I don't do online things.
Oh, but this is serious matter. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody said the president of living. Table shakers. Absolutely. I love this conversation. And honestly, for me, I've realized that the poorest people on earth, majorly, are people who don't like to sell. And selling is just, like I said earlier, is communicating the value you have in exchange for cash. And there's something I call the poverty of the poor, right? Which leads to the pride of the poor. You know, there's just that. I remember years ago, I look back now, I said, who actually knows me? I will keep telling, I said, I'm protecting my name. I don't want people to talk to me anyhow. I don't want, years later, I look back, I said, who knew me then? Like, and it's part of the pride of the poor. You just feel like there's something you're protecting. And actually, the only way to dignify your life is to be wealthy. I remember when I started doing, it used to be BlackBerry broadcast then. I'll do BlackBerry broadcast to market what I was selling. And people would tell me, come on, stop disturbing us. I don't want selling. And I kept at it. And I remember telling myself, I said, one day, these guys are going to see me fly all over the world, right? This insult is going to turn, okay, to salt, you know, and my result will terminate the insult. Today now, if I remember the story I shared about one of my, we went to Osu together, and I will post on the alumni group, and he will come and say, you don't know that is into business. Stop disturbing us every day, broadcast, bye, leave us alone. Years later, story had changed. He wanted to buy a property, he needed money urgently, and he needed alternative course. He was a career guy. Only for him to come to me and say, you know what, I need your coaching on this particular business model. I remember I smiled. I guess what? I doubled the price for him. Wow. And the reason why I doubled the price was he needed to pay for the insult he gave me years ago. You know, and I was proud, and he paid anyway. He had no choice. True. He paid, and I still helped him. And of course, I reminded him that he used to insult me. There's bros, no vex, no vex. No vex, no vex. So,
but let me add to that.
Please go ahead.
Let me add to that. And you know, when you said number one, the way you defined sales, you said your value. Me, I would say any value. Any value you find to sell is valuable to you. So sometimes it's not your value that you can sell. Any value, any valuable thing around you, okay, sell. You can sell another person's value. There are people out there that it's another person's value, a brand, an image that they are selling. They don't even have anything. They took that value and they became valuable. You can tap value from another person's value. And that is the most common one because it's a very extreme, tight percentage of substance, of value in the world. So once you are close to value, then you become valuable. That's one. Two, you also said poor people don't like selling.
Yeah.
Two reasons why. Number one, poor people don't like anything like targets. They can't make targets. And I'll tell you why. And number two, to them, everything is a scam.
Yeah.
Everything
I love
is a scam. Anything is a scam. And if you are not careful, especially in a country like this, that everything is scam, you yourself, you become a scam to yourself. You are a scam yourself. You don't even know what is real anymore. If they hear a news, if you bring a deal like this to a poor man, it's a scam. Something is wrong. Because we're in a community, and that's why I'm so happy about the cooperative we run, called the Entrepreneurs Trust Fund. Where what we do is bring people together based on trust. What we sell there is trust. If you're not trustworthy, you cannot even be among us. And it's selling. We have a trust market. We have so many things. We have a trust coin. We have trust fund pins. Because we have seen that trust is what is lacking in Nigeria. So it's a valuable thing to sell. It's scarce. It's scarce. People, any small thing, is a scam. Now, let me start with target. Now, you say poor people. Let's define poverty. Let's even look at poverty. GTEx homes are selling properties. The GTEx homes I have heard of, I've seen their works with their testimonials. If you meet target, you can easily earn 10 million monthly.
Yes.
Easily. Tell me. So what is stopping you? You are lazy. Okay, forget story. If they've not told you before, hear it today. What is okay? Somebody tells me that if I do this, I will get this. Do you know that there are some of us, we cannot wait to hear that? We can't hear it. Once we hear that, we run like a madman. There's more story, there's more time. They will probably do more Instagram live, and then I will share more story with you. I've shared many with Dr. Stephen, where you can see maybe the power of I know Sam. Some of you have heard this before.
That went viral. I know Sam. I swear. Many parts, because we gave some pastors some tickets for their members, only for them to be sending me message and said, I don't understand what happened. On Sunday, everybody I sent to your event, they were just shouting, I know Sam, I know Sam, I know Sam.
Oh my God. Because it is powerful. You cannot tell me, set before me today a target. I'm going to make, let's even put a small money. I'm going to make 1 million naira.
Tell us that story. Tell us that story. Please. Everybody type, tell us the story.
It's a fake
story.
I'm not telling that story for free
right
anymore.
Now.
That story is fake.
Type right now. Tell
it's
us
value.
The story.
I'm selling
tell
value. That story is for sale. You've taught me now that anything that has value, you should sell. Me too, I'm selling the story. I'm doing what do you call it? The premiere of the story will be showing soon.
I love that
story. But I don't want us to miss something, Dr. Stephen, because this thing has always been paining me.
Yeah.
Even when you look at MLMs, multi-level marketing, who told you it's a scam? Who told you MLM is a scam? MLM is not a scam. If you can do it, you will earn it. The problem is that you cannot meet the target. Because you cannot meet that target, it's a scam. Because you could not sell the 10 homes and you did not qualify for the trip to Dubai, you could not get the 10 million naira. It's a scam. Because if you look at it deep down and you track it, that who is guilty, it is you. It is you. You don't have the substance, the stamina, the courage to fight for success. Let me tell you something. To go for success, you need stamina. What these ones that we are doing. When Dr. Stephen called me, I was in an event. He saw that he could hear I was in an event. The way my guys around and my escort, the way we cleared the whole road now to just jump into this space to do this one, and I'm going to that event back to speak. All these things are stamina. Just for you to wake up on your bed sometimes is a problem. Then you look at the target on a paper. They're like, who will buy this house now? We'll do it tomorrow. Then you want to be successful. Let's be honest now. Some people are designed for poverty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. The way you're walking, the way you're behaving, it's like you are comfortable with it. So what is the next thing? The everything of scam, this scam thing. Please, I beg of you, don't let you miss opportunity run in the name of scam. Listen to details. You are educated, you are learned.
Yeah.
Look at the terms and conditions. Look at the strategy. Look at everything. And sometimes somebody will say, if somebody has done it before, then that is when you should go for it. Oga, you are not a game changer. Even if nobody has done it before, I will do it. Some of us like to follow the path, while some of us like to create the path. I will go into a jungle and I will open up way there. Even if nobody has met that target, look at it and say, this one, as long as human beings are buying houses on earth, as long as they are buying products on earth, I will open up this path. Be aggressive and build your success stamina. So I agree with you, Dr. Stephen, that what's that thing that I said, that poor people, they don't like to sell. And let's be honest, they are weak. Add that one. They are weak. Thank you.
Everybody said they want to hear the story. They want to hear the story. We must hear the story.
I didn't see where they said
it. Scroll up now. They were all typing it. I
don't know how to use this thing. So okay, let me summarize.
Yes.
Dr. Stephen,
that story is powerful. You did
it says man.
Now everybody's excited. Everybody
to put you inside and maneuver you. This is the power of persuasion. You see what he did? He called the crowd on me. If your customer does not want to buy, sometimes call people on your customer. But anyway, what is this story about? It's simple. It's part of what I said, courage. Went outside the country, no opportunity, nothing was working. And the only opportunity we found was to sell timeshare, holiday homes. We worked for a company called Dream Vacation. It's also called Leisure Options. And we were selling for these guys. So, and what did they give us? Flyers and bill. So they drop us in different shopping malls, and then you then begin to share this flyer, and then you convince people to buy. But do you know how hard it is? You're not even convincing people to come and buy a normal house, to come and buy a holiday house. You have eat, you have belly full, you are staying in the normal, you now to come and buy a holiday house. So it's a very hard sell. And sometimes the problems we have is the definition we give a product sometimes. If you say this thing is hard, it's going to be hard on you. Because that was what and that's why I used to tell some of my team members, whoever you land, who you land on, or who you land with has an influence on you. Dr. Stephen, even in your company, when you see a negative idiot, send him out. Because when the normal person land on that person, he will say, this thing is hard, though. Yes. You will just start taking it as hard. The pair I landed, the idiots with me said this thing is hard. So all I saw that it was hard. I've already met that it was hard. I've been hearing it was hard. We could not sell anything. So every week when they pay us in dollars. You get maybe $5, $10, $15. The highest you ever got, maybe $15, $25. I can't really remember. Highest, I'm thinking 100. Yeah, I can't really remember those details. But that's the highest anybody's got. But when they pay us, every time they pay us, because they pay us every week. So all in their all, because they want to motivate us, they put all of us together. These people are made so you can see who is doing work and who is not doing. But only one guy, and that guy too was also from Nigeria. His name is Paul. Only one guy will be collecting $1,500 weekly. $2,500. Can you see the gap? Can you see the gap? And the same thing I said earlier. Can you also see the awakening that when Jesus says, if you do this, you will get 10 million. That is what some of us need to hear. That was all I need to see. When I saw, $2,500. And what I then did was to imagine what I would do with that money. And every time I say this story, I used to ask you guys, haven't you spent somebody's money before? You have not spent, like when the person is collecting that money, like, if I'm the one that collected this money, I will first buy this. I used to spend Paul's money for him. $2,500. So when I'm going home with my $15, I'll be spending Paul's $2,500 in my own brain. So it was so crazy that I had to beg my supervisor. I'm like, please. They post us into the malls, 22, 33 in different shopping malls. I'm like, please, anytime you want to post us, can you post me with Paul? Please, I just want to be with this guy so that, I just want to work with this guy. And the supervisor's like, Paul, it's like his key player now. So he doesn't play Paul. So, Paul, I will see, but Paul is going to be working in this mall. So I don't know, you are supposed to, they have been begging him. Luckily for me, one day, he just said, okay, you and Paul go to so mall. Today is today. Me and Paul. And why? Because every time when they pay us, all of us, all the Nigeria guys, Ghanaians, everybody, we say, Paul, they use jazz now. That Paul, now Juju, that's what's jazz line for people who are on Instagram who do not know. What's jazz, Mr. Steve?
Juju.
What's Juju? Voodoo. So Paul uses black magic. He uses voodoo. So that's how can a normal person. It's not the same thing they give all of us. No, think about it. They give us flyer. You are selling. And Paul cannot speak proper English. He's always speaking pidgin. So how can a person speaking pidgin convince white people and collect the guy they use jazz, they use voodoo. So we already know. And me, as a sharp guy, smart, remember? Yes, I wanted the jazz. This was not that I'm hiding anything. I wanted to collect that jazz that this time around, anytime they just post me and Paul, when he wants to put it in his mouth, hey, Paul, make I use. This will not be saying anything. Now, tongue you push and take your give me small. But and where you get that, I won't buy whole thing. I want to even get the factory where it's coming from. That was why when that mall, I was monitoring Paul. I was not working. If he says he wants to go and eat, I'll say, more go job. I go buy your food, more go job. If he says he wants to go and pee, I'll say, let's go and pee together. It was not only that. Francis, why they follow me up and that? Paul, you sure the ones that they follow you? Why would they work now? I was monitoring. If he goes behind the car park, like I will fool him that this guy, if you try and remove that thing like this, the way we hold it in your hand, like, what? Just put touch, make a touch. But then, Dr. Stephen, while we were walking, I noticed that this guy was behaving. He was behaving like a fool, like a madman. He would run to one white person. Hello, we are selling timeshare. I want to just tell you about this timeshare because they buzz off, man. He would run to another person. Hey, I want to. You know, normally when they say, you know, the F word, you're supposed to go and sit down. Yeah, first go and sit down. Somebody come and doing this abroad. You know, you first sit down for like 3 hours. It's a normal woman being thing. But this guy, they will be telling him, get out. This, he will go from there to the next person. I said, why they behave like this, Paul? Why they walk like mad person? He said, Francis. That's how he calls me. Why they talk so they do like madman? Me, I know as I tell the village, oh. Me, I know send, oh. Yeah? It's like there was a light bulb. It's like there was an opening.
Wow.
I know. You see, I know send anybody for years.
Wow.
That word, that statement changed everything about me that day. That word, I know send. All we were doing is that we send too much. What will this man say? What will he do? How will he insult me? And how did I go? We send. And because of that, we just used to worry.
Yeah.
We forget. Dr. Stephen, let me show you something. I don't know how I can show you this thing. Can you hear this? Can you hear that? It's knocking, right? I'm knocking at the door.
Yeah.
You can hear it, right? And even when the universe is sleeping, think about it, Dr. Stephen. I'm at your door now, you're hearing this, even in this Instagram live. Someone is on that door doing this, and it's increasing it. And you're like, what will you do at the end of the day? Like, who is that? You will open the door.
Yeah.
If you keep knocking, the universe will open.
Come on. Come on.
There is no way on earth. If you not send and you are knocking, the universe will open. There are stages in life. There are stages where you don't send. There are stages where you begin to send.
Wow.
So people, when you pass that stage, when you have crossed that ladder, then you get to that soft stand. Nobody will know what you went through at that time. But most of us, we are still in that battle. Like I said, it's a thin line between success and riches, but it's between success and failure rather. But it's a thin, long line, and you are not allowed to cross over it. So you're going to walk like this before you walk into success. So let us stop sending. I don't want to continue the story, but that is how I broke into the other side. I know sense. Wherever they have been holding you, wherever have been saying why you have been disturbing me, what's he go do? What no go do for your body? This thing is a success is madness. What are you talking about? It's crazy. You are crazy about it. I don't send you now. You don't can't see the way I'm speaking on Instagram live. Things that will go everywhere in the world. Yeah. Anybody can see this video and say I'm speaking like a madman. I'm a madman for success. Dr. Stephen, don't leave me. I'm not doing. I don't like life. I do physical. If I was physical, I will grab somebody there. I will throw you out of the window. I will bring your lungs out. You will not send anything. You will make it by force. Anyway, the mic is yours, Dr. Stephen.
I thought some of you would give a big round of applause. Round of applause. Come on. I know send. A lot of you have been sending too much. And I think it's just, oftentimes people always say the same thing to me, like, Dr. Stephen, I just admire is your audacity. I'm like, look, since my mother died, I saw how, you know, what word will I use? But how cruel the world can be. Because my mother had this, you know, her tummy just started swelling up. And she went to the teaching hospital for 6 months. And it's either they are telling her the doctor is not around, one excuse or the other. In fact, one day my brother took her, the nurses were insulting her. Are you the only one that has somebody? My friend, you will settle down, calm down. And one day, 6 months later, her tummy was like that of a 9-month pregnant woman. This is a woman in her 60s, right? Our boss saw her and she had emaciated. She was just not herself. And he was almost in tears. Sometimes people wonder why, even in my office, there was a lady, the dad had to tell her to say, go and help me thank your boss because he saved your life. I just noticed, we're doing devotion in the office. I noticed her countenance was, you know, consistent consistently was for like 3 days. Something was wrong. So I said, what's wrong with you? He said she had this migraine headache. I said, have you used our HMO for, tests? Say yes, but they said she needs to do another higher type of test, and our HMO didn't cover it. I said, you know what? HR released money, let them do a comprehensive test for her, only to discover that it was a particular infection that started from her nose and had entered her brain and could have killed her actually. And funny enough, the cure was just something simple. But if she did not diagnose it on time, she could die. So, but my mom's boss had to say, you know what, if we need to pay the money, we will pay. And he sent her to a private clinic in Lagos, a co-hospital. You won't believe it, my brother. What they could not diagnose for 6 months in teaching hospital in 4 days. It was ovarian cancer, but it has spread to every part of her body. 2 days after surgery, she passed on. And for me, that was the day I no longer sent. Because I just realized that it is dangerous to be poor. It is suicidal. Because the cost of the test for my mother was less than ₦1 million. In fact, when I saw the entire bill, plus putting her in the mortuary, everything was just 500 and something thousand. So you mean my mother died because we didn't have 500 and something thousand to have tested her 6 months earlier when she had shown symptoms. She probably would have been alive by now or have had more years to live if it was diagnosed on time and treated on time. And I vowed that day that no close relative of mine, no immediate family of mine will die as a result of money matter ever again. And since that time, I'm a madman. Because there's nothing to love about poverty. There's just nothing. There's just not. I've seen poverty kill people, including my mother. So if you ask me today, what killed my mom? Poverty, period. If we're probably wealthier, today now I do, how old am I? I do yearly tests, comprehensive checkup, because I can afford it. A lot of people have died because they can't even just do yearly checkup to even check what's wrong with them. And they just died like that. So you need, if you don't even love, right, prosperity for the sake of, love it so that you stand a chance of living. But if you live in a third world country, if you live in Africa and you're joking, because the only legitimate way to become wealthy anywhere in the world is through selling, ladies and gentlemen. It's through selling. If you want to see players, football players who are better than Cristiano Ronaldo, go to the suburb of Brazil. Go to some suburb even in Nigeria. You're going to see them there. But for some reason or the other, they never were able to make it to a club. You know what I'm talking about. And then from a club, and that was it. That's the end. So it's not always the best person who end up becoming, getting to the top. It's the person who was visible. It's the person who was able to market themselves to a point. Look at Justin Bieber, right? He took, I think it was DJ Khaled or who, saw his video that went viral. It was a young boy singing. The mom used to put it on YouTube. The video went viral and then decided to pick him up. And that was it. Rihanna. It was Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So in reality, everybody that went to the top, it wasn't just their skill. It was that somebody had opportunity to market them at the highest level. That were not able to hear them enough. Look at what's happening with Davido. How many Nigerian singers are better than Davido, but in terms of voice, in terms of vocals, but today are not near the level of streaming Davido's song has. But what you don't know is that it even costs money to stream your song to that level where it becomes global. But that's what people don't know. That at the beginning of some of those new songs, they put in money. In fact, I think something went viral recently that some of them were using certain bots, right? So, you know, you kind of skyrocket the streaming. Before you know it, people say, this song has 10 million downloads. It has 50 million downloads. What's going on? Everybody start downloading it. Boom, the rest is history. So even for some of them, money had to propel them to a level. Money for visibility, money for marketing, and then you now say, oh, I love this talent. So ultimately, if you're going to come out of poverty, if you're going to be successful, you have to master the art of communicating the value that you carry in an excellent manner, in an exceptional manner, in a manner that kings and queens will patronize you.
True.
This is how this works, and you must get good at it. You must master the craft. One of the reasons why I decided that 2023, okay, I am not just going to market any property less than $1 million. I said to myself, I need $20 billion in the next 13 years. If I continue to deal with customers who are patronizing $50,000, $100,000, how do I raise $20 billion in 13 years? I mean, it won't work, right? So to scale that, now hear this, to scale that, I needed to start attracting certain kind of clients. And to be able to attract certain kind of clients, to tell them that, you know what, I'm doing some projects in Africa, and you know, I need money, investment. I need to start selling certain kind of products. So certain kind of products will attract certain kind of clients. And those kind of clients becomes the kind of people who can invest in what I'm doing back at home. You see the point now? And accelerates the process of getting to the end result. So for me, if I begin to sell property of $40 million, $100 million, $200 million, I start attracting people who are either at that level or near that level. And as you buy a property of $40 million from me, I say, hey, but guess what? Your ROI here in Dubai, your ROI in London, your ROI in US cannot be compared to the ROI in Nigeria. Forget even putting $40 million in Nigeria. With $2 million, I promise you, we're going to get this level of ROI.
Nice.
Can we, put a little of that in my project in Nigeria?
Nice.
The rest is history.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Boom.
Look at that strategy. Look at that strategy. look at that strategy. And you know, when you talk like that, now, there are some people who would get it.
Yeah.
There are some people who may not get it because
many didn't get it on Facebook.
Because they will believe, okay, when do I get to that level? When do I do this? And that's why I told a friend of mine, I said, I am called for the ordinary man. Honestly. There was a time he said, your audience, why don't you try and the way you speak, those sophisticated people, what they would pay you for how you speak. I'm like, no, don't worry. I'm not called for them. I'm called for the ordinary man to show you that you can do something extraordinary. There are different people there are different types of successes or success platforms. Number one, talent. You have an amazing skill, best runner, footballer, whatever, you become successful. Two, inheritance. Whether we like it or not, even with the big names that we call, they gave them something to start. Let nobody say anything. Everybody know what we are saying. If you track it properly, there was a foundational capital that was there. Either even if it's 10 naira, at least there was a 10 naira, and there was a father or a uncle or an auntie that say use this car and everything. So that relational capital came from either inheritance or relationship. Then three, we have professionalism. You have your career, where you are a very good doctor, you are the best art surgeon. Then lastly, you have the masses. I belong to the common man. Dr. Stephen Akintayo belongs to the common man. We made it through madness. Our own ways, what madness. There's no that way. All these ones, if you have you can sing. If you are here in this room, you don't know how to sing. You don't have a good, you don't have any inheritance or any sponsor or anybody that can sponsor you. You are not a professional, you're not a surgeon, you're not an expert in finance, you're not an expert in IT, you're not an expert. You belong to me, I belong to you. You are in the right room. Because people like us are the ones, this is a case study.
Yeah.
And that's why I love what you're doing, brother. I am so impressed. You devote your time to telling people that it is possible. Because all these people need is not just for us to motivate or to inspire, but also show them practical. And the practical is that you have been telling them that you can make it through selling. I made it through selling.
Very true.
You are saying you made it through selling. Me, I said I made it through medical selling, madman selling. Join the two together, you will also make it. And it's a formula that works for us. Can you believe it? Can you believe that this formula we are giving you now works for anybody?
Anybody.
And we are plenty. All of us, we are plenty. The ordinary man is the one that is plenty the most. We don't know anything in school. We are not the best in school. We did not finish with first class. We are the ordinary person. So your only opportunity now, like Dr. Steven said, I think you said, is dangerous. Yes, that's the word you use. It's dangerous remaining the way you are.
Yeah.
Your only opportunity is dedicate a time for awesome. I want to awesome for 2 years. I want to, okay, just 2023. You know, there was something about 3 years ago. I think I should round up this.
Yeah.
About 3 years ago, we always have our payoff line for the year, like every churches have. I told my team, Dr. Steven, I said, this is our year of hard work. I said, why is it that all these churches, they will say our year of divine provision, our year of divine harvest, our year of this, our year of this. Why don't people have the year of hard work? I challenge you today. Set this year, 2023, as your year of extreme hard work. Post it. Tag me, I'll help you share it. Just as my year of hard work. Work for a year and rest forever. Just try it. Try it. Do everything possible to meet that target, set that target, do just for 1 year. 1 year. And then you get that financial freedom. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying here. The actors, don't go and jump and be saying my year of the dominion or something, my year of dominion empowerment, my year of harvest. If you're harvesting, what did you sow?
Come on.
My year of harvest, you not buy the sticker, you put the sticker. I challenge you, put on your car, my year of hard work.
Come on.
Put it on your door. This is my 23. I'm going to work twice as hard.
Yes.
1 year in my life since I was born, I'm just going to dedicate 1 year.
Yeah.
And once I do that for 2023, I'm done. Do you know what it means? Let me end by you saying, I want to work 1 year and then rest. It is possible. Before you know it, you will be the client of Dr. Steven Akintayo, buying that $1 million property. And you'll be surprised. But you know, my students, yes, I dedicated 2023 as my year of hard work. And I have made money. Now, let us talk. Let's rub minds. We are now peers.
We are now colleagues. We are now billionaire colleagues.
I swear.
Awesome. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. For one and only Summy Francis Smart. I want to ask, I've been meaning to ask this name. Smart, was he your biological name? Or you have to...
Okay. Smart was, I'm not seeing the comment though. Yeah, so I'm running with that madness. People are becoming mad though. That's good. Success madness is a good one. So yes, my grandmother, I think as early as I can remember, I heard it was as small as when I was a toddler, would always call me Summy Smart, because she felt like I was extremely smart. Wow. And it became my name. It's on my passport. It's on everything, and that's how I became Summy Smart. So my full name is Sumisola Oluwa Sumisola. God pushes me to wealth. And for some of you that is waiting for God to push you to wealth, hear from the person that is called God pushes me to wealth. Even when God has to push you to wealth, you must be on your way to pushing you to wealth. If you are in front of the water and they push you, you fall inside the water. If you're in front of wealth and they push you, you fall inside what? Wealth. So position yourself to wealth so that when God pushes you, you fall into wealth.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Summy. Come on. Give it up. I need you guys to give it up so that next time when we invite him, he will come. Okay? And you know, today you don't have the we didn't put any link for you to go and donate. Or to go and succeed like the last time. I'm sure if it was a physical event, people will have come and start dropping money.
Oh my God.
So, guys, you can pre-order the Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. It's going to be out on my birthday, 28th of January. But if you're pre-ordering it, you will be getting these video clips. We have over 10 video clips. It's called Masterclass. Some was myself alone, some with several other guys like him, and you're going to get it for free. Normally, this will be a program on its own, but if you are pre-ordering today, you are getting $20 off. So you're just paying $27 instead of $47. So visit www.stephenakitayo.com/BHE. Again, www.stephenakitayo.com/BHE. You'll be glad to know that the proceeds from the book is going towards my new project, where I've decided to pledge $5 million in the next 5 years to 1,000 entrepreneurs who will be getting $5,000 each. So we broke it down into year by year. So 2023, we're giving 24 entrepreneurs, so 2 every month, and $5,000 grants. It's a free grant for them to grow their business. So we're starting January with agriculture. So visit stephenakitayofoundation.org. And if you are into anything great in agriculture, you can apply. We hope that Dr. Summy Francis will agree to join our advisory board to also help us screen. And we will select the first 50 and we'll screen them. We'll first upload their video pitch on IG. Then we'll do, Instagram like this, and then they will pitch and we'll select. And hopefully we'll pick 2 every month for this year. And then 2024, we increase it to 48. And that's then the next following year, 120. That's how we do till we are believing God that, because the GTEx Homes 25,000 housing project is the one sponsoring this. So our belief is that as we sell more housing units, part of the profit goes into this supporting, as well as my own books that are being sold and coaching programs. So again, the link is wrong. It's stephenakitayofoundation.org. Real Estate Duchess. stephenakitayofoundation.org is the website. So you can go right now if you are interested in the book, The Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. Visit www.stephenakitayo.com/BHE. I've just pinned it, and it promises to be a great one. Feel free to follow Dr. Summy Smart Francis on his handle. You can see him, he's with me as well. So feel free to follow him. Great man, somebody you're going to learn a lot from. If you are from Ondo State, he's your governor, when it comes to entrepreneurship. So go and meet him. We don't even know. He might even be the next governor of Ondo State. Who knows? For your sake, I will join it. For your sake. For your sake, yo.
Oh my God! What an honor! What a privilege to be.
I will join. We will come back campaign.
You see that, guys? Everybody's a politician. It's who is playing the politics that matters. But above all, I want to respond by saying thank you so much for having me. I am honored. I feel delighted to be in this room. For me, I was just having a conversation with you anyway. Yeah. And like any other conversation we always have, it's always full of knowledge, full of impact. And you're a success story for the continent. And there's nothing that gives me so much pride. It's always on my heart. I carry Africa right on my heart, because seeing people like you with what you do, it's a major hope for the continent. Look at what you've just done. Like giving back, because men like you give back not because you want to show off or not because you have too much. You give back because you understand where people were coming from, because you walked the same path. And that was what I was just trying to tell everyone earlier, that we understand the pain, we understand the frustration. We are an ordinary person, and ordinary people, ordinary person. We know the struggle, and we broke out because of CPC, courage, perseverance, and consistency. Use it, guys, and declare 2023 your year of hardest work. Whatever you sow, you would reap. God is heaven himself. See, you call a year of hardest work. Don't you think that you have just kind of like cajoled the angels to bless you already? Because you have kind of like you've set the ball rolling, you've set it, you showed that you are ready to work, and God will prosper your work. So everyone who have listened to me here tonight, this evening, or in the morning, or wherever you are in, whatever country you are in, I love you all. My name is Summy Smart Francis, and I am nothing without God.
Can everybody say thank you, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I want all of you to type it. Come on. Show gratitude. Remember, gratitude or thanksgiving is application for more. So come on, show him some love. My love to your wife. I really cannot wait to be in Nigeria to meet Light and Might.
Nice. Your wife already came, and she brought amazing gifts.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I really can't wait to see them. Amazing kids. May they continue to grow in wisdom and stature. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you for coming. Guys, good night. We love you all. Bye-bye from our end. Go get the book right now. Bye-bye. Bye.